welcome to the Instagram stories for Tuesday, October 3rd. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. Hey, it's October 3rd. That's Mean Girls Day. I didn't realize that until right now. Let's do Mosseri Monday, which we normally do on Mondays. We'll just do it on Tuesday today. A lot of the questions have to do with AI. Meta, including Instagram, announced a slew of AI-related things last week, which I covered on the show, including stickers, a chatbot, and a bunch of other things. Let's get into the questions, and as we go through them, I will give some context so you understand what we're talking about. First, let's address the question, what is Instagram doing around AI? Here's Adam Mosseri's answer.
We've actually been using AI for a long time, particularly to try and get better at recommending content, figuring out what you might be interested in and figuring out how to help you discover things that are related to that interest. But more recently, we've also been focused on generative AI, so AI that can create content. We had all these interesting announcements that connect around these AIs that you can engage with, around generative AI stickers, around /imagine with the Meta agent or Meta assistant to create anything you want. And we're also exploring a bunch of ideas in the creator space. How can we help creators reach more people, create more content, do what they do well, just even more of it using AI or specifically generative AI. So more to come there as well. It's a new space. It's evolving rapidly. We'll see what works and what doesn't, but we're particularly excited.
Let's dive into the next question, which has to do with AI stickers. This is something that Meta announced last week. New AI stickers enabling you to generate customized stickers for chats and stories. Basically, this uses AI to turn your text prompts into multiple unique, high-quality stickers in seconds. It will be rolling out in WhatsApp, Messenger, Instagram, and Facebook stories to select English language users over the next month. The question Adam Mosseri got, the AI stickers you shared are cool. Where can I use them? Here's his answer.
So when you add a sticker from a DM, or if you go actually when you're posting a story and you go to the sticker tray, you'll see an AI stickers option, which allows you to make any sticker you want, anything you can imagine, you can create.
I am not fully invested in that idea, but maybe once I start using it and I have access, I like it more. I don't know. Who's to say? It's too early to say. The next question, how can AI on Instagram benefit me as a creator? Excellent question.
To start, you can use /imagine to generate content. You can use the AI stickers to generate content, and you can use the agents to talk to get feedback about stuff, to proofread things, to get ideas for what content to generate. You can use tools that aren't on Instagram as well. Over the long run, I think the technology is going to evolve a lot, and a lot of the stuff that we look back on will be not as important as we think now, and a lot of things we don't think are important now will become incredibly important because it's just really early days. But I am pretty confident that overall this space is going to make it easier for creators to create more content and more compelling content. What that looks like will change over time. I'm particularly interested in this idea of allowing creators to create an AI version of themselves if they want to reach more people. That is tricky, so we'll see if that can work or not, but that's one wild out there idea that we're exploring.
He said something there at the end that I've actually been thinking about. If you want to create an AI likeness of yourself for videos or things, think about all the people, and you might be in this category, where you don't necessarily want to put your face on camera, you don't want to be in videos, you don't want to be in stories, you like to do videos and stories where your face isn't in it, and you're just showing your surroundings or the product or service that you work with, whatever. AI might be a great solution for that, where you can make an AI likeness that is close enough to you that you feel like it has your mark or your distinct personality, but it is not actually your face, and maybe that's okay for you. Just an idea, again, like he said, very early in the game, and a lot of technological advances to change how this AI gets used. And the last AI question we're going to talk about before we take a break, what should I use the AI chatbots for? If you do not recall, Meta announced a AI chatbot that could have up to 28 different celebrity voices that you could pick from, including Paris Hilton, Charli D'Amelio, and a bunch of other people. Here's his answer to what you should use the AI chatbots for.
That is what I think is going to be super interesting to learn over these next few weeks and months, is what do people actually engage with these AIs around? For me, I predominantly look for advice around specific things that I'm very interested in. So I tend to talk to the Meta assistant more than anybody else. But maybe for you it'll be different. But we're going to learn, and then we're going to have to adapt and improve the experiences based on what people are looking to use these products for.
Okay, that's all for the AI questions. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about replies to broadcast channels and a couple of threads questions. So stick around. Are you ready to monetize your social posts and ride the instant shopping trend? Check out BecauseILoveIt.com, known as Billy. I've connected with them recently, and I'm loving their vision to empower influencers. Whether you're on Instagram, TikTok, or any other platform, Billy is where you can create your own online store to feature products you love. The best part is that brands reward you with a commission on every sale. Easy as that. Visit BecauseILoveIt.com/Daniel Hill to join Billy and get $100 in free credits to share with your audience. Head over to the link in the show notes to learn more and sign up. And we're back. Okay, next question. When are we getting replies to broadcasts? I think this question has to do with broadcast channels, which right now are a one-way method of communication. You can post something and people who are subscribed to your broadcast channel can see it. They can react with an emoji or vote in a poll, but that's about it. There's no flow of conversation there. It's just one way from you out to other people, whoever is subscribed to your broadcast channel. The question, when are we getting replies to broadcasts?
We're exploring replies for broadcast channels. The key thing is to make sure that it's manageable, right? Like you don't want it's not clear. Do you want to be able to see all the replies from everyone? Or do you want to be able to only see a reply if a creator decides to share that reply in that channel? Is it more of a way for you to reach out to the creator or for fans to talk to each other? These are the different interesting questions that we're exploring right now.
I could see broadcast channel replies working if you have, for instance, a small group of people that you trust to reply, who would be, for instance, encouraging or inspiring or positive in some way, but limiting the people who are going to make negative comments or criticize, very similar to what Instagram has with the restrict feature. Let's dive into a couple of threads questions. First, when is SSO coming to threads? If you are not familiar, SSO refers to single sign-on, meaning that you would be able to log in with your Instagram account to threads on the web seamlessly without needing to do any kind of special thing. If you're already logged into Instagram's website on your laptop or desktop, you would just open threads and be able to already be logged in. That's the idea behind SSO. If you were on Instagram.com, for instance, on your laptop, and you wanted to click over to a thread, maybe you saw one on Twitter or somewhere else, already logged in, no problem. That's the concept behind single sign-on or SSO. Question, when is SSO coming to threads?
We are launching SSO for Threads, which is super important for the web. So if you don't have your password, you can actually log in with Instagram and get in really quickly and easily. So check it out.
Well, there you go. That answer kind of made it sound like it was already available. I'm going to have to log out of my Threads account and see if I'm automatically logged in from my Instagram account. I'm going to have to do a little bit of testing and report back on that one. Next question. What is the best piece of advice for creators to make a living? I really like this question. I have my own opinion. I'm going to let Adam go first, and then I will say what my opinion is.
I think it's important to look for ways to diversify your business and to try to build predictable income, which is why I think it's always concerning if all of your income is attached to your reach on any one specific platform, which is why I love subscriptions for creators that are experts in an area and actually can command prices for their content because it's very predictable income and that helps a lot. And why I think it's good to try and figure out how to experiment with new platforms, which I know sometimes means platforms that we don't build, but we do build Instagram and Facebook and Threads, all which are very focused on creators, in order to sort of diversify your risk. I think those things are super important if it's going to be how you make a living.
Okay, now let me give my opinion. First, I think you have to determine, are you a person who actually has the potential to make a living by being a creator? And what I mean is, number one, do you live in a place where healthcare is not tied to your income, meaning that if you do not make any income, do you still have healthcare? This is very important. That is step one. If you are not able to take care of yourself in terms of medical needs and situations, you're not going to be able to create content, and therefore you're not going to be able to earn money. So I think that is first and foremost the biggest obstacle. In the United States, this has been an ongoing challenge that no one has solved yet from my vantage point that I've seen. I also think it's important to recognize that if you do create content for a living, this is going to be something that has the potential to be very exhausting and a 24-hour-a-day effort, potentially. If you work for someone, you're going to have that time where you can actually stop working. Well, hopefully you do. You might decide that that's 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. or whatever it is, and you just say, okay, I'm done for the day. It's a lot harder to do, I think, when you are expected to create content and interact with followers or fans 24 hours per day. So I think it's setting not only the right expectation, but understanding if you're a person who can fit into that category. Once you've determined whether or not you can, it's finding the platform and the way that you can do that most easily and also most consistently that's not oversaturated. There's a lot of things that go into it. I haven't solved it yet, so don't look at me as someone who has the full solution. That is going to do it for today's show. This has been a very long episode, so I apologize, but hopefully you found some value in this. And if you like it, please leave a review on Apple Music.
Instagram news got you covered, sometimes even TikTok. Relevant platforms in the metaverse ahead of the wave without a break or a pit stop. Still waiting for Zuckerberg to give me the big job. Pause. Use trademarks and logos with Insta's permission, of course. If you like the show and you gain some good info, maybe leave a review. It's the type of applause. Just drop me a message if you want to collab. If you got some good content or you want to run ads, at Daniel Hill Media is where I am. TikTok, Facebook and Instagram.